Hello, my lovelies. It is time for another reading vlog, so stay tuned. Hello, my lovelies. So today I have editing. I have a dentist appointment where if you saw before I went to Barcelona, I think it's actually in my possibly in my Barcelona day or part 1 vlog. I had to go and get a root canal the day before my trip, and so it's not finished. It's they have to put the permanent part in, so it's just got like a temporary filling or whatever, and so I have to go and get my permanent part put into it today. And I think that's the majority of my day. Got some chores to do around the house. Yesterday, pretty much the same thing. Did chores around the house, ran errands, gave the dogs a bath. That was a big wet mess. that was something. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm planning on doing today. Right now I'm working on Lady Midnight, which is my buddy read currently, and I'm ahead of schedule on that one. And Marty and I are still working on Layer of Dreams, which I don't know when we're going to finish that. Hopefully we finish it before I'm due to read the next one. But he's working, so it's hard to find time when he's not working. And I also want to read, hold on, for my TBR Knockout for the shape-shifting prompt, I'm planning on reading Fine Print. So this is the one for that, and for the book with magic, I'm reading Lady Midnight. So these are my TBR Knockout prompts. So I want to get those done this week. But I also need to get a lot of other stuff read this week. Like, a lot. Because I am so behind on my reading. We are about a third of the way. Maybe more like a quarter of the way through the month. And I'm definitely not a quarter of the way through my books, because I think I have like 20 books already, like on my TBR. So in order to be on track, I would have needed to have finished 5 by this point, and I've only finished 2. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna go. I gotta give this dog a walk and get them some lunch, and I will talk to you later. Hello, my lovelies. So today was kind of a crazy day. I had a doctor's appointment this morning, and that took a very, very long time. But I did manage to get some reading done. I actually finished Lady Midnight today. I'm a couple of days ahead. This is a reread, or it was a reread. I give it 5 stars. This is the first book in the Dark Artifices series, and it follows mostly Emma and Julian and the issues with their parapetite bond. And at the same time, there's a few other things going on. There are murders happening, and the fairies, they want Mark to work with these shadow hunters to solve who's doing these murders. And there's also there's a lot of different love interests going on in here. And geez, also Emma is like hunting down the people who were responsible for her parents' murder. And there's just a lot going on in this book, and I love it. I give it 5 stars, and I'm looking forward to continuing my reread of this series. So yay, I finished a book. And that was my prompt for my TBR Knockout for a book that involves magic. And there's definitely magic in that. Some necromancy magic. Ooh. And I actually started working on a Fine Print. So I've only read the first 2 chapters, and well, actually it's the prologue and chapter 1. And in the prologue, we have a succubus that works in a bookstore, and to most people that come in there, she looks like just a regular girl working in a bookstore. But then this one girl comes in and she's like this fantasy author, and she can see through the glamour, and because she can see through the glamour, she's offered this deal. And I don't know too much about what's going on with her, because then I don't think it's the same person, because we're like, I think it's different people. And in chapter 1, and we have this cute little nerdy girl named Lauren Thomas and cute photographer boy named Matthew Collins, and they're just like madly in love, but she ends up, you know, going from an ugly duckling to a beautiful swan and being at the top of the world, supermodel, all of that. And then she realizes how incredibly alone she is, because she's given up all of her real happiness, including the love of her life, for this fame. And it's all about, she had sold her soul for this. And I'm very much enjoying it. Like, we haven't gotten to any of the smutty stuff yet, but I'm loving how the story's being told so far. Like, the writing is really cool and the art is also really cool. But okay, it starts off in a bookstore, okay? And then this next part, it's kind of has like a fairy tale kind of vibe, but our protagonist is more like the villain. Loving it. And while I was at the doctor's office, while I was sitting in the waiting room forever, I had Action Bramble with me. Now, I started Action Bramble at the very end of February, and I only read like 20-ish pages, and then I haven't picked it back up just because I was trying to get other stuff done quickly. And I got a little bit more read. I'm on page 78 now. So I'm thinking for tonight I'm going to work on fine print until I have to go to bed. I honestly don't really know what tomorrow has in store for me, because I'm gonna have to call the vet, because on our evening walk today, Einstein and Bella kind of got into a dog fight with Einstein's brother and the other dog that these people own. And Einstein managed to bust out of his harness and his collar. And I don't know what exactly happened, but his eye is kind of like swollen and red on the inside. So I'm gonna have to call the vet in the morning and see if I can get him in and get him checked out to make sure his eye is okay. Boy got into a fight and now he's got a black eye or something like that. But I just want to make sure it's okay. Other than that, I have a video to edit, last week's vlog, and then I also was editing today my Have I Read It. This week's kind of a heavy editing week, unfortunately, so I'm gonna try to put some interesting footage in here, but I don't know. We'll see. I may have an interesting unboxing for you soon. We'll see about that. All right, I'm gonna go and I'll talk to you tomorrow. today is my day off. So that means it's a day for catching up on reading and just relaxing and enjoying myself. And I'm very much looking forward to this. I have a lot of catching up on reading to do. So my goal today is to finish fine print because I didn't end up reading anything yesterday. I also want to finish Layer of Dreams with Marty. And then I'd like to finish or get as much read of Ash and Bramble as possible. So that's kind of my goal for today. I'm going to try and plan to pretty much just read the majority of the day. It's currently like 1:30 in the afternoon. I've had a very chill morning. I started out with well, after getting Xander off to school and everything, I went back to sleep and I slept in this morning and then got up and I took Einstein for a walk and got them, or both of the dogs, for a walk, got them all fed and everything. And I've just kind of been chilling and watching some YouTube. But now it's time to get down to the nitty gritty and read. Read. So that is today. And I will come back and tell you what I've completed later. Okay, so I just finished fine print. I loved it. It was so much fun. And I think I'm gonna give this one 4 stars. I want volume 2, but it hasn't come out yet. I don't know when it's coming out. I can't find any information about it. This only came out in November of 2021, so it hasn't been out for too terribly long. Okay, so this is about a girl named Lauren Thomas who she just makes a lot of bad mistakes. She chooses the wrong thing like every time. And she's dealing with this heartbreak and ends up going into this contract with the goddess of desire, Succubus, and hopes that this is going to help her get over her broken heart. And I know I said in the beginning that there was like one chapter showed like a different, it was like almost like a different story and the prologue, and that was because the it was showing the Succubus how the last contract she did kind of failed because the person that she did the contract with was asexual and had no desire for sex at all. So like their head incubus that was supposed to be like, you know, fulfilling all this person's desires as far as sexual desires go, has been stuck on living in like the real world for years because she has no sexual desire. And so our goddess of desire, she is kind of dealing with the aftermath of that too and wanting to do a really good job this next time around. This was so much fun. And yeah, it's definitely got some smut in here, though it's not the same as like reading a smutty novel, but definitely some graphic images in here. It was fun. Yeah, definitely recommend it. Okay, don't know what I'm gonna do next, whether it's gonna be Layer of Dreams with Marty or Ash and Bramble, but I will let you know when we figure it out. So I didn't quite get as much read as I would have liked to yesterday. Well, I did manage to finish fine print, and I think I told you all about this. Very much enjoyed it. And Marty and I did continue with Layer of Dreams, but we had a lot more than I realized of this, and Marty also ended up having to go to work today, so we didn't have as much time as I thought we were going to have for reading it. So we did get to page, let's see, 335, so a little over the halfway point. And I would have finished Ash and Bramble, but I got a call last night from my friend who was having a bad night and just needed to talk. And so I stayed up talking to her, but I did manage to get to page 317, so I'm so close. I only have this much left. I think I might try to finish this today, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm actually going to end this vlog here because I have a special thing that I want to film over this weekend. So keep an eye out for a special vlog, like a weekend vlog coming soon. And I think it's gonna be fun. I've got a lot for it, so I'm looking forward to it. And in that vlog, I'll also continue my little paint my number that I started that you saw a little time lapse of, which I very much enjoy doing. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye.